A first date. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wish we just understood what life was really about. Give me a moment. Just doing a little lap around. See, the problem is that a lot of people ain't really woke up yet. And, the first day is supposed to be something special, you know. Something special, you know. It's supposed to be us trying to get to know each other. It could be us sitting in a, by a little lake or something on a bench or something like that. It could be anything because me and you, woman, are just trying to get to know each other. Man, woman, trying to get to know each other. Now I gotta keep stopping this thing because I want to say blankety blank blank to the blank 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 blank. And I ain't gonna do it. I've been doing good. I've been doing good. The more you understand, the more that you can comprehend and apply the understanding and your comprehension to your mental language and your outspoken vocal language. You see. One thing I am doing in this day is learning. One thing I am doing is applying what I have learned to my life. So that's good. That means I'm still learning a few things, which is good. That means I'm become a better teacher if I have to. But this topic is just so wild because I'm seeing videos and I'm like, okay, this must have been like the 100th video that I've seen. And when you're on a first date, I just want to know who you are. I don't care about where we go, the food, if we get burgers and fries. I don't care if we go to Chipotle or if we go to the fanciest restaurant downtown, uptown, the most expensive restaurant. None of that matters. You know, why don't y'all ask the man, where you want to go? I remember I was really working a lot at one point, and the woman I was with at the time, she was special. She was a friend, you know. She always, because I always would, I say, hey, where you want to go? We rolling, where you want to go? My mind is always like, I'm like on work, and then, I might be thinking, about the family and different things like that. So I'm not even thinking, hey, where you want to go? She always hit me like, where you want to go? Might go somewhere else next time. Might be another day. I asked her, where you want to go? She said, you driving. Where you want to go? She did that like 3 or 4 times, and I'm just like, I got it. It's just like, man, you make a brother feel good when you do little stuff like that. It don't really take much for us to be settled because we got so much much stuff going on that it's just it don't take much for us. You overthinking stuff. You man. You're going out on first dates and spending up that first date, whoever that person is, money, buy 4 or 5 plates or whatever you do, however you do it. For this one person, well, you know I was hungry. So this man's supposed to spend all that money on you. Okay. So then you got some that want to order a lot of stuff. Hey, I got children. This is our first date, but I'm going to order the whole menus up and all that. And you don't even inform the person that you want to do that because you know that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Now, I understand that. You want to take care of your family and things like that. See, it all depends upon how you're thinking about it. The Lord will bless you with that person. If you're looking for a person, the Lord will bless you with that person that'll kind of take care of you and your family. Well, here's another thought. The Lord can actually take care of you and your family. I know y'all might think he's, far off in the distance. He's all the way somewhere, and he's just not. He's everywhere that you are and everywhere that you aren't. And your problems are so compared to some of the stuff that he has to deal with. It's not even really nothing. If you know about it, you just when you have that level of understanding, then you know that your problems the Lord can take care of. He can do all that while you sleeping before you eat breakfast. You're like, oh, your problems in this year, I took care of that 10 years ago. Yeah, I already took care of it. I took care of that before you were born. I took care of that before I created the earth. It's just, see, y'all have to start breaking stuff down. Stop trying to get the man to pay for everything and start just trying to find somebody. You find somebody good enough, the person's going to pay for everything anyway. It's not really that hard to kind of get that. Not really hard like that. Especially a lot of females who already know about men, and they say, yeah, man, you ever hear, one of your girlfriend's lady, oh, men are easy, You might hear, a brother say, yeah, ladies are easy, man. Women are easy, man. Heard one brother say he could get a woman before he get a sandwich. I feel the same way. I done bumped into more people than I could even think of, just to try to look for a woman. It's not really that difficult to get this thing. Now, for us, it's a little bit more difficult to please some females because they always want more. You get everything. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm bored. But you got everything. You can do what you want. You can do this and do that. Somehow you still find a way to get bored. And if some men are like me, we could never be bored. There's always something going on. We almost beg to be bored because it's always something going on. But I'm not going to do no whole message and sermon and all that on it. I just seen the videos and I say, what in the world is going on here? You talking about a first date? Oh man, let's you know. I mean, it just could be so simple. Let's go get let's get some sunshine. Let's have a picnic. You you cook if you want. If you don't feel like it, I'll bring some stuff. Let's go to McDonald's and get a bag. You got your bag, I got my bag, or we share like the same bag or something. Let's go somewhere, sit down. Let's go sit in the park. Let's go to a carnival. You don't have to go everywhere in the carnival. Let's go a little bit, stay for a little bit, and then leave, something like that. I know how things are nowadays. So I mean, it's just so many different alternatives. But see, a lot of I'm not going to say women, people in general. They get caught up in this alternative, or you get caught up in this fantasy. When you know you ain't supposed to be doing things in this particular way, you know you ain't supposed to be ordering all this food. I mean, yeah, your kids gotta be fed and eat and different things like that. Of course, all that. You get what you need. Get your, women. Of course, y'all. The system is catered to y'all mainly as far as a certain standpoint. So it's like, what are you doing? This I don't know where this thing shifted. But see, at another standpoint, you say, "Oh, I want to be equal." You see, you can't. I could go so many different ways with it, but you want to be equal. Okay, so time for the food to come. If it's a first date, you want to be equal. I pay for my stuff, you pay for your stuff. We call it equal, right? If we're gonna be like that, but for the men and women who know and that they're highly intelligent or any intelligence or anything like that, you've seen other videos where a woman say, "I think I need a man." The man say, "Hey, I need a woman." Certain videos. Same thing. I don't think I've seen too many videos where a man actually need a woman. Of course, now after I do this video, then I'll probably see a whole bunch of them. So, but before this video, I haven't really seen that type of video. Because I mean, we need each other, but see, a man can pretty much sustain and do stuff, and I'm not taking away from a woman because I know plenty of independent women, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make like a point, like it's necessary for a woman to be with a man. Like women, you need men. I done seen women they go crazy. They don't have no van enough in it. Like they need that sense of security and stability. You see, and I'd be lying if I say that I didn't want a woman. Look, the Lord made women for me. I mean, the Lord, the Lord made. There's a woman for me that the Lord has made. Excuse me, I'm laughing a little bit, but the Lord has made a woman for me. So basically, you need a woman. So I'm not gonna say, I've dealt with life without a woman, and I'm doing okay with it, and I'm fine with it. This is how the Lord intends to lead me in my life. That's fine. I'll be fine. I've been fine this long. I will be fine. But if He has someone for me, that's why I keep telling y'all, like, I'm looking for that cold goddess that He has for me. Because I know, see, once you know All you doing is just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, Lord. Da, 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 you do, okay, Lord, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so you know he got his plan, you got your plan, right? It's always like that. Don't try to front. So, but you waiting for his plan. That's what you really waiting for. He already know how you thinking, your plan, what you want to do, and then it's what you want to do, and then what's actually going to happen. That's his actual plan. What you want to do. Same thing when we was talking about this. Look at this. Same thing. Law board that I'm working on. Same thing. Same thing. It's what I want to do, which is what I want to do now, and whatever's going to happen. Even I don't know what's going to happen. Because right now, I'm still working on that little piece with the spark plug, but I got about 90% of it off. And see, I can get in there and run into something and have to do this. Oh, I gotta change this, that. And what is looking like, this is what I'm thinking. By the time I get to the pieces I have to change, I might as well just buy another one because it might only cost about 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. And it might be even cheaper than that if you pay with it over time. So, you know, that's what it's looking at. But it's, you know, it's what you want to do, and then it's what the Lord has already in store. So, you know, I say, Lord, I'm gonna still pursue, but if you want to speed it up or however you want to do it, that's fine with me. It's supposed to be us looking out for each other. How you gonna go on a first date and you know the person picks somewhere? Nah, I don't really like that. Let's go to so and so. You know, let's go. No, we can't go there. You done listed 5 to 10 places you don't want to go. You want to pick the most expensive place. You know. That shows that you don't even like to save a little money. Let's save a little money. Maybe we can save some money together and build something for our future. This, I want to say, society or just the way things are got us thinking and moving in a different way. That's just this is not how humanity works. It's not. I'm trying to break it down here, and I'm trying to be as subtle as I can. But it's just not how this is not how it works. Go and ask your, maybe not your parents because of this day and age, but some parents. Go and ask your grandparents and some of your great grandparents how things worked. Well, I met her back in about 39, and then we just settled down, and we went on our first date. We just sat there, and she stared at me, and I stared at her, and we just knew, and it was special. Not no fancy restaurants and Cheesecake Factory. And you got to tear up the Clippers. It wasn't like that. And it's not. Let me tell you another thing. It's not meant to be like that. And you know it deep down inside. You know it. You see, deep down inside, we know this stuff. That's why the shift is happening. Because deep down inside, our spirit knows. See that? So ladies, man, I support y'all ladies, but get it together. Like, I got like so much to say about how wrong that is for y'all to go on a date and then, you just chowing down. At least talk to the person first beforehand, before the date. All right, this the stipulation. You talk to that person, and that person say, okay, if you eating 2 or 3 plates a day, this is what I need from you. All right, that's fine. And y'all get that out the way. Or if you're hungry, you let somebody know. And trust me, because I know how it is to be blessed and hungry at the same time. And that's fine with me because, You know, they did a lot more fasting than we do back in the day. A lot more, not just no one time or a couple times here. They did a lot of fasting and praying and different stuff like that to the Lord, and was glad to do it. So I just encourage you to be more mindful and open your mind to certain things. And if you're not going to do that, just be, if anything, just be straightforward, up and honest about the stuff. That's what you do. You be honest about where you want to go and different things. You don't wait till we in the car and everybody got dressed and everything like that. Now you need, a plate for your kids, or if you go out to the restaurant, the person got to pay for you and all your girlfriends and everybody. This is getting way out of hand. And then see, y'all wonder now why you see certain places, like I seen the one where all the ladies was meeting and there's a whole bunch of black females meeting, and then none of the men showed up or something like that. And I was like, what? But they not taking no more of the mess. A lot of black men, now y'all not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. A lot of black men are choosing other races. Which is a whole nother topic, because humanity is humanity, put it that way. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say no more than that, because I'm already dealing with a lot, so I don't have to deal with nothing else right now. Of course, one day we'll all see the truth and get to everything and things like that. And plus, if we all read more books, we would all know more stuff about different things. But that's why I like my cocoa chocolate queen. I've been discussing with the Lord. But anyway, I seen a video with that, and I was just like, man, I just said, I say, man, I just, just pray for the women, and it's just like, man, but they we've been modernized, and the women modernized, so that's why everything is kind of shifting. But in our soul, if we get back to what our roots are, then we wouldn't have this problem. It wouldn't be no, as soon as you see somebody, as far as a woman with the money. See, I always say, I wish I could do that, just, get on a woman, hey woman, how you doing? We're going on a date. All right, pay for everything and do everything, and then everything's everything. I mean, how would y'all like that if the brothers did that? Look, yeah, you gonna pay for me, all of my homeboys and then all this stuff, and buy us 5, 6 plates, and you gotta pay for my children too. Now, there are certain circumstances where some women have done this, but at the same time, it's not all the time. And some women, yeah, they are nice. They will do stuff like that, but it's not a lot. I mean, every time I see it like on the TV or something like that, I wonder how that feel. And I feel just go to the restaurant and just expect the woman to pay for me and pay for the children and pay for, just paying for stuff. Just getting her call, hey, buy me this, buy me that, and ask her how much salary she make. You can't roll with me unless you doing this. I don't even see this stuff is so far out of my mind. Men don't even think like that. I'm not saying that none of them don't, but I'm just gonna take myself for an example because I can't speak for everybody. But I'm telling you, the majority of men, I'm talking about real men here, they don't think like that. They don't think like that at all. We just want y'all to be like cool for real. You know, you can go to one of your boys. Hey, what's going on with the so so? Oh, she cool for real. You see, our whole thing is different now. She in there cooking right now. You know, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, man. You know, she in there doing her thing, cooking me up something, a little something, something. You know, a little something, a little steak, something, something. Yeah, yeah. You know how we are, brother. Yeah, she in there right now. We don't want a whole lot. We want to feel good, feel like a man, stick that chest out, and yeah. You know, and we might talk a little stuff. Yeah, if I tell her again that she do what I say, man. I'm the king of the castle. You know, I'm the king of the castle. You know, stuff like that. Then get in the house. Did you take out the trash? Yeah, baby, I took out the trash. I did it. My bad. You know, stuff like that. Stuff like that. That's all it is. It's not hard between us. If we're gonna make it hard, we're gonna make it hard. But it's not hard between us. Not if you really put things in perspective. Like I already know what the woman want that the Lord want to bless for me. The woman wants to feel safe, secure, things like that. May or may not have her father in her life. So she needs somebody to kind of take care of her. I get that. But you also got a woman that might not even need that. She might be self-sufficient and she just need a good man. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Now, I don't know how I'm going to break this video down because I just was gone after I seen that one video and I just was like, wow, because it's just so amazing that this is really happening. This is really happening. And it's like, you know, where are we going wrong? I always tell people it's good to chase the bag. Yeah, it is great to chase the bag. But don't forget, chase the dream. Yeah, chase the dream. Nothing wrong with chasing some of the bag, but chase the dream. Ladies, what's the dream? Come on, y'all know what y'all like. Settling down, marriage, things like that, right? You don't want to be just a wanderer, so to speak, as far as like a certain aspect. You at home just with the children, you just, one of the different things like that. You're really chasing the dream. Because if you're asking somebody, the money and we do this, you chasing the bag, but you really chasing what you want. You want the dream. So don't just chase the bag, chase the dream. What else you going? What you been? Oh, I've been just chasing the bag. And that's what you'll continue to do. And for some people, that's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to paint you in a different perspective. Instead of just chasing the bag the whole time, you got this dream over here of settling down, ladies, with a good man. But if you keep chasing people's pockets, that's all you're going to just have. You're going to wonder, well, what's going on? And you get some ladies just wondering, well, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? And if you know that you're a good person, you figure out yourself first. And then If you already know that you're a good person, you say there's nothing wrong with you, then you gotta wait on the Lord. That's why you continue to pray about these things. Before you go out on your first date, you pray. And I'm just amazed. I'm trying to just get understanding with just, I mean, it's just, I know we need things, but when a first date, my mind is just so far off of that one, chasing the bag type thing. It's just not even funny because you want to know what the other person is like. First, you got to see what that person is like. You know, with men, we don't care. Most of the men don't really care what's in your pocket. Now, I know some people, they get married, they know about the marriage and taxes and different things. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna say about 99% of the men, 90% of the men, don't really care about what you're doing, what's in your pockets and stuff like that. It's changed a little bit, but for the majority of it, we're not worrying about that. It's changed a little bit because of the time change and different things like that. But see, I can see past all that. That me and the woman could have nothing. Let's say we had nothing, and the Lord will just work out something. He'll work. He'll work out a way. We could both just have nothing. We meet, and then he'll work out something. So we gotta start thinking like that. We gotta start thinking like, you know, uh, this first date I'm going on. Let's just see where it takes us. Let's not even worry about where we're going. It doesn't. Let's just go somewhere. Let's go to a movie. First date. Let's go to a movie. Let's go to McDonald's, Burger King. I'm just going the lowest of the low. Let's not even go. Let's have a nice little picnic. First date, let's have a picnic. How about I cook for you? Or, hey, here's a thought. Why don't you cook for me on the first date? I know it's the first date and we supposed to be going out. No, that's not. We ain't got to do all that. Already drove all the way across town or something just to get to me. Let me cook for you. You cook for him, ladies. Men, you cook for her. That way we ain't worried about nobody's pockets. The ingredients is already at the house and everything. It's already something here. Let's do it that way. Yeah? Can we do it that way? Then I see the video. I'm gonna address one more thing. One more thing. I see the videos where the lady is like, well, we can hook up. Me and you hook up, right? And I just be pretty. And I say, what the? I say what? I said, what's that? Like, you mean you come with me and be with me and don't clean up, don't do nothing. I don't. My brain is trying to compute how a woman or anybody gets to that point that they don't do nothing. Now, if you sure enough doing your thing, then okay, you don't have time for that at all. If you sure enough, but if somebody else is taking care of you and you just around the house, yeah, that ain't too much. Especially if you do a little bit a day, like it don't really take that long. I found out that if you do a little bit a day, it's easier than if you trying to do it all in one day. Okay, all this gonna be done on Saturday, all this gonna be done on Sunday. But if you take little by little and do little by little, break it down. This day I'm gonna do this. This day I'm do this. I didn't do this lawnmower thing. This wasn't no 1 day task. I broke it down because one day you might be a little frustrated over it, so I left it there. You can sit there and whatever. Next day it's like, okay, let's see what's wrong with this thing. So you start it. The next day is, I think the day is day 2 or day 3, where I, took it apart a lot. I don't know how much more I'm gonna get done now, but tomorrow it'll be different. Okay, let's figure this thing out. Even take it apart more, right? So then that day will be, I'll either figure everything out tomorrow, or it'll be the next day. But I know one of those days I'll figure everything out and then I'll be done with it. Break some stuff down. Cleaning is not really that difficult, especially when you break that thing down into fractions. It's not that difficult. When you sit there, you try to clean a whole house in one day, that's every room or something like that is messy, then that's gonna be a little difficult. It could be done, but it adds a lot of strain. But if it's just you and one person, and a little bit of cleaning here, that's not gonna hurt nothing. You ain't gonna, oh man, my nails and all that. That's just like, no. Put on some gloves or something. Do a little bit of laundry, something like that. That's not much. Now it's just that, some women may not want to do it. It's a different thing. You may not want to do it, but it could be done. But we forgot our values, and we have our place. And once we know our place, and I'm not saying that a woman is get in that kitchen, woman, and do. I'm not saying that that's just your place, but if it's your place in this relationship, then why don't you take that and relax with that? Or that might be his place in the relationship. It don't have to be however it is. He might be the one that has to clean, and then you be the one to go to work, and then y'all come together. See, but you gotta take time to figure out that stuff. That stuff takes a little time. Whatever works best. If this is what is working and is working best for y'all, then do that. And if later on you switch or something like that, or you might make enough, the woman, let's say you make enough and you good and you want to take a little break, and then he get out there and do some stuff, that might be good too. And then y'all might switch, and it might be several years, and then it just might take off. But y'all gotta think like that, man. Now, as I'm finishing this, I do see some other videos where a lot of people are coming together now, just as far as a whole, as far as this world, as far as society. So that's really what it's all about. If a society, a whole world, in certain countries, and if they can get together and do things and formulate things, then why can't two people get together? Why can't two people get together and make it happen? Not a whole society, not a whole world. We're talking two people at a time. These two people, these two people, these two people. Just getting together, having dinner. Now listen, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but right now I'm looking at about 40 minutes. So that might mean that I might do 40 videos, or it might mean I just do one big video. So look, if I do a short to this, leave some comments. Let me know what you're thinking about, these topics, It's wild and it's hurtful to me, because me personally, I want the best for everybody. Let me know. I'm out.